Good afternoon, everybody. This is Jared Wade, and I'm here with Ryan Cannon, town manager for the town of Avon. And we are hopefully going to give a nice, quick recap of the town council meeting that happened last week on the 14th. Ryan headed out for a little getaway. I had some things going on Friday. So Friday, we weren't able to get this done, but we're going to do it for you right now. Ryan, we had a town council meeting. A few things got moved, a few things we talked about. Can you give us the rundown?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the first thing, which is always really exciting, and if you haven't watched a meeting sometime, I'd encourage you to watch. We had a swearing in of 2 police officers, and it is awesome. It's really a great experience. So if you have time to tune in, check that out. It's always fun. So we're happy to welcome 2 new police officers to our police force, Officer Dan Rooks and Officer Sean Miller. Both of them have experience, so they have a little bit of field training to do, and then they'll be on the streets helping our police officers out. So we're excited and welcome them to our staff, and they'll do a great job for the community. A couple other things then. We did have an introduction of an apartment complex on the Ronald Reagan Parkway, south of 100 South and north of 200, right across from there's 2 new industrial buildings going up on Ronald Reagan. They would like to go across the street from there. They're proposing about 304 units of 1 and 2 bedroom apartments. So they did their introduction to the town council. The town council did provide them some feedback, but they'll be going to the plan commission going forward, and that's kind of the next step in the process. So if you're interested in that, check out the website and or come to the plan commission meeting. The other thing that was on there that was interesting is a consolidation petition. We had someone who presented us a petition of 1,300 signatures who wanted the town and the township to discuss consolidation. The process for that is those 1,300 signatures were turned into the county voter registration, who then had to certify that to us. And so actually, officially last week, we received that certification. So it was on the town council agenda that we informed them that the petition was certified. And so what that means is a little vague. It's really the very beginning of the start of a potential process. The town will have to do a notice of a public hearing, and then the town council can talk about it and eventually pass a resolution if they want. The resolution isn't to consolidate. The resolution would be to have further discussions with the township about consolidation. So the township has the same process that they have to go through as well. So it really requires both of us to be willing to work together to come up with a plan for consolidation. So again, we're very early in the process. Even if it moves forward, it's at this point deciding of, do we want to have this discussion about what consolidation would look like. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned.
And just to be very clear, you had mentioned this is the early processes, early steps. It's only talks. That's all that this petition is saying. Is it's the community saying, hey, we as the community would like for the township and the town just to have conversations, just to openly talk about what this process would look like. That's all that this is looking at, correct?
Exactly.
Okay. Yes. Yep. Just want to make sure that's very, very clear. Nothing has been voted upon. Nothing has been moved through. It's literally the governments, the township and the town, listening to the community. The community came to us, said, hey, we want for this to happen. The town and the township legally have to say, okay, well, these names have been verified. We're going to talk about it. And that's when we're going to have those public meetings, those open door meetings. I would encourage you, just like Ryan did, make sure you jump on the website. We're going to be posting those on our calendar. We're going to make sure that everybody knows when those are happening, so that way nobody feels like anything is happening without their knowledge. So just we're saying it like 4 different ways. Want to make sure that's very, very clear of what's going on. So stay tuned. Once those meetings are scheduled, we'll absolutely let you know about them.
Yep. Next, we had a couple other just kind of small, minor, quick things. The police had some equipment that was approved. They actually received a grant for that equipment. So they asked to purchase that equipment now, and so that they could get it in the process. Certainly with supply chain issues, everything takes longer to get to us. So we wanted to get those ordered. The town council did approve that. We also had 2 resolutions for fiscal plans. Fiscal plans are for annexations. When we annex, the town has to have a plan for how we're going to provide services into those annexation areas. Both of these are small 1-acre properties, and the town council approved both the resolutions for those. Then we did have a final reading of a rezoning for Sycamore Preserve, which is a proposed subdivision on County Road 900 East, just a little bit north of Costco, around the bend there on 900 East, if you guys are familiar with it, right across from Eden Gate. The developer actually asked for that to be tabled, so that was not discussed at the town council meeting. And then the final thing was, for those two annexations, we also were required to hold public hearings prior to consideration of the adoption of those ordinances. And so we held both those public hearings and we had no comments. So I think that looks good. That means the council would probably approve those when they discuss it at their next meeting.
Perfect.
That's all we had.
Next town council meeting is
July 28th.
July 28th. And then just a couple days after that is National Night Out. So that's going to be happening on August 2nd, and it's going to be in the same spot that it's been the last few years, down US 36 in the Lowe's parking lot. We've been talking with the police department. They got lots of good stuff, fun things for the entire family. Really excited to kind of have another big day out. So that way, if you have nothing going on, or even if you've got something going on, cancel it and then just come on out to National Night Out. It's going to be fun. I think everything is free, right? Like there's food, there's beverages, there's games, there's rides, there's all kinds of different elements that you can engage with and interact with. I know in years past, they've had the sheriff's department out there. They've had fire trucks out there. They've had ambulances. Last year, there was a helicopter. Now, it didn't give rides. It just landed, but it was still really, really cool to be able to take a peek in the inside of a helicopter. I don't know if that's going to be back again or not. I can't make that promise, but we're going to be there. We're going to be excited. We're hoping for some good weather. So August 2nd, National Night Out. And then July 28th is our next town council meeting. All are welcome. We encourage you to make your way out. Every meeting has town council has two different public comment sections. So there's two different opportunities for you to speak on things that are not on the agenda. If you have questions, reach out to either myself or Ryan, and we'll be happy to answer those for you. Other than that, Ryan, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jared.
Appreciate you. Have a great rest of your week. I want to say weekend because I'm thinking it's Thursday or Friday and it's not. Yes, have a great rest of your week and we will see you soon. All right, bye.